And here we go. This is John Checky coming to you live from Richardson, Texas, right here, 2435 North Central Expressway, Suite 1508, Checky Financial. Title of today's message is How Do You Handle Difficulty? What does that mean in everyday language? Well, let's say you're a little kid and you're trying to learn how to climb up a climbing wall. And or if you're a short guy trying to climb up a climbing wall, you discover that, oh, gee, some of those things are out of your reach. So you have to kind of wiggle waggle around from one side to the other side to pick out a path that actually fits your capability. The same is true with almost every single thing that we do. We can start, and starting, I think, honest to God, is the most important part of almost any decision. An awful lot of people during COVID, I'm told, gained weight. Just this morning, I was meeting with the Sam Johnson Recreation Center Council and made a little joke about that. And I was assured by a very capable human being who should go nameless without telling you what part of the council she was or is, proudly announced that she had her 19 pounds that she had gained during COVID-19. And I thought, wow, that's not my idea of a good time to take 15 months and suddenly do that. But that's just my perception. I'm not calling out anybody on that stuff. Just how do you handle difficulty? Difficulty in terms of COVID-19 was, gee, am I going to get sick? Is someone I love going to get sick? Or are we going to still be able to, my darling wife's observation, be able to taste and smell? Will they derive a vaccination that's effective? If they do derive a vaccination that's effective, can I access it? Can I actually get some of that? And then when they do come up with the vaccination, how do I go about getting on the right list? Well, being me, I got on the computer as soon as that was available for our county. And I think I was, number 78,000 on the list. And then I asked my wife if she'd like to register too, and she said yes, she would. So she gave me her permission to register her as well. I think she was 122,000 on that same list. How did that work out? Comedically enough, we got the shot on the same day. Despite the 44,000 number difference in terms of the initial list. How did we handle that? Well, in one case, we thought, okay, when it comes, que sera, sera. Whatever it will be, will be. Whenever it comes up, they'll let us know. And eventually I got a text saying, hey. And in my case, it was the Sam Johnson Recreation Center, for whom I'm on the council for the folks that do this and that on that. And being a certified public accountant, even though I don't do much certified public accountant work, in fact, I'm trying to do my very best to not do any certified public accountant work, other than when someone asks me a tax question, I can't get a hold of another CPA to actually research that for us. I got stuck being the treasurer, which is very simple, just to put a little worksheet together and put out a financial statement once a month, which is basically how much did we take in, usually some interest. How much did we spend? Hardly anything, except maybe getting a tax return prepared by somebody else. And what's the net numbers? That's it. And occasionally filling out something for the comptroller's office. So that's the outline of that. But getting back to how do you handle difficulty? Now, if you're 73, and that would be me, and if you're Susie's age, which I'm not going to bother to tell you, Susie being my wife, did we spaz over this? Did we eat lots of food? No, what we really did is we were lucky enough to have a home that we really enjoy. So it was like staying at a resort, because our home is like that, with a little backyard pool, not a big one, but a backyard pool. A wonderful crew led by Josh Brown called Blue Water Pool, or Blue Thumb Pool. And they come by once a week and service it. Once a year, they clean out the filter. And we pay them on a regular basis to do their of their billing system online. And we had another guy who took out our front lawn and put in another front lawn. I'm not kidding you, just like removing old carpet. We did that. Plus, lucky for Susie, I really enjoy cooking and shopping for groceries. So we carefully, at first, when it was not okay to go outside and see other people, we started ordering food supplies from outlets that actually delivered. Much to my surprise, part of Prime on Amazon is Whole Foods. So I started ordering some food from Whole Foods. Now, honest to God, if we had not been one like crazy about the trials and tribulations associated with COVID-19 and catching it, I would much rather have gone places in person. And as delightful as the quality of food is at Whole Foods, my preferred store to shop in is Sam's. And if not Sam's, Walmart. Why is that? Like a lot of people who have saved and invested since they were little kids, I hate spending a lot of money on anything unless I want to. Let me define that for you. I'm a scuba diver, been a dive master since 1986, been a scuba diver since 1962. Lots of difficulty associated with scuba diving. First getting in the water and then getting out of the water, which is even more of an adventure. You climb up a ladder, the waves are doing this and that. And occasionally you see, a shark or a manta or something like that, which scares the bejesus out of people who have not seen those before. And never have experienced, nor have I seen anybody who got a shark bite, for goodness sake, even though I've seen lots of sharks underwater. So the difficulty is controlling your breathing, being properly trained. But getting back to COVID for just a second, COVID-19 specifically. Got our first shot. I went to the Sam Johnson Center, which is like 2.5 miles from our house. Susie got to go to a mall somewhere up in Frisco. Waited our 2 weeks. Got our other shot. Waited our 2 weeks. And we were afraid. We could suddenly see grandchildren again. We could see other people again. It was delightful. And this weekend, one of us got to go be a judge at the Jaguar Owners Association of North Texas 51st annual concours car event. What is a concours? A concours, much to my surprise, is an event where you show cars and you can have a judge classification, which is driven, meaning whoosh, you probably drove it there, but you're still cleaning up. Or champion class. Very commonly guys with champion class, much to my head shaking ability, buy a trailer, haul their car over there, clean the bejesus out of it, and they get a beautiful pewter plate for either class, depending upon when you win it. And there's another class called display, where you just park your pretty car along with the other cars, and nobody bothers you other than say, gee, what a pretty car. And you get to talk to various folks. And the Land Rover Jaguar Frisco dealership was kind enough to loan us part of their parking lot. I let the judges, and I got certified last year as an apprentice. Now I am actually a certified judge for Jaguar. And it was fun talking to people from all over the country. There was one guy from Oklahoma, another guy from San Antonio, another couple from Houston. Next year, we'll be hosting the International Club gathering here in either Dallas or Richardson or Plano, or wherever the heck we can find to go. A couple years back, it was in Highland Park, in a beautiful park there with couple of the car clubs and organizations. But again, how do you handle difficulty? One, finally getting the solution. Find out how other people have solved this problem. It's dollars to donuts, whether it's plantar fasciitis or how to trim a mustache. There's somebody who actually knows how to do this and has done it for years and is very good at it and is still doing it. Two, as Jason Campbell would say, take a deep breath, do rhythmic breathing. Get lots of air in your system. If you're John Checky, you'd say, and put a smile on your face, for goodness sake. People are happier to deal with people with a smile on their face the last time I looked than grumpy, old, mean people. At least that's been my experience with life. What else can we do when we're faced with difficulty? Realize, one, we can consider what the worst possible outcome could be. Usually that goes with loss of life. Or as Jerry Seinfeld once joked, the biggest fear in America is public speaking. The next biggest fear in America is dying. So Jerry Seinfeld told the joke that apparently you would rather be, when you're going to a funeral, in the box than giving the eulogy. I can't relate to that, and I'm hoping you can't either. What else can we do? What else can you do to go ahead and deal with difficult situations after you've come out with the worst situation? Then come out with the, how can I get from here to there? Or as one country and western guy said, when you're going through hell, keep right on going before the devil knows your name. In other words, when you're going through something, keep going. Commonly, we're also told, if you take a deep breath, take a break, pull back a little bit to get some perspective, that can be extravagantly helpful as well. This is John Checky talking for 11 minutes and 8 seconds. So sorry. Have fun. Be well. Look forward to seeing you sooner rather than later. Bye.